everybody, it's me, the F-Bomb, and I'm here in Streetsboro, Ohio. Gonna do a venue highlight on Chuggers in my rearview mirror there. So follow me, stick with me here on Backline EQ. We're gonna find out a little bit more about Chuggers. We're gonna talk to Chance. He's the entertainment director, and he's been doing this for quite a while. He's gonna introduce you to what they do and how they do it. So stay tuned. A few key features that I'd like to mention here for us musicians is the curbside load-in feature. This is perfect for when the weather's bad too. Also, notice the very large and very well-paved parking lot. And aside from that, it is very well lit, so that adds another feature of security. Upon entering Chuggers, there's a location where musicians typically will put the cases and other gear that they don't need, and it's just a nice way to keep it out of the way. We're also visiting the Rick Haylett stage, which was named after Rick, who owned music stores across Portage County for decades, and upon his passing, the stage was dedicated to him since he was an integral part of the musicians scene in Portage County. He would sell guitars, picks, chords, anything you needed, and sometimes he was there to rescue you if you forgot something on your way to the gig. This is also a really close proximity to that curbside loading in and loading out. Makes it quick for you. And now facing the stage, you can see there's a nice depth to it, and there's plenty of room, easily room for a quartet. But even better is you could, with a well-placed stage plot, you could easily get 7, maybe even 8 players on this stage, easily. The drum set is back deep, but not so deep that you can't make eye contact if you need to, send that signal to your drummer. And you can see that you can get very close and intimate with the audience when they like to come up and do the stage hug. And this is the view from the stage region. You can see that there's a sizable dance floor. However, they can actually remove more tables if necessary for some more dancers. There's pool tables for the pool players out there, and there's plenty of good food for everyone's taste. Hey everybody, it's me, the F-Bomb, back here on Backline EQ, and I'm here with Chance, the entertainment director, long-standing entertainment director here for Chuggers. I've known Chance for quite a while, and he's going to kind of give us some information with regards to Chuggers, a little bit of history, and what they do throughout the week. So thanks, Chance, for coming on the program.
Frankie,
I like it.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you too,
Definitely.
man.
All right.
So tell us, how long has Chuggers been Chuggers as we know it?
We opened up in July 13th. July 8th of 2013.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, July,
still going strong.
We're still going strong. All those years, and what we did, we came in when Christy took over, and she bought it from Rush Hour.
That's right.
And before Rush Hour, it was Strings and Wings.
That's right, yes.
And then before Strings and Wings, it was Scorchers.
That's right.
So Christy took it over, and she hired me as the entertainment manager and bring in the bands and work on social media and grow the page and grow our site and following. So that's what we did.
Yeah. And one thing about Chance, if you've ever played here, and for those that haven't, I can tell you that when he books a band, everybody knows that band is going to be here. So they actually do some of the work. They don't rely solely on the band to promote. And that is a bonus because it's important. I always say, a band can bring in a crowd of their own. Of course they can. But the band should be hired to entertain the clientele. And then beyond that, of course, is always a bonus. But you have to have the clientele that you are entertaining.
See, because I used to do this as well. Before I started booking for Christy here at Chuggers, I had my own band, the Who Dat Band and the Home Records and stuff. And most venues would say, well, who can you bring? But see, when you're a working band and you're working every weekend, you have your faithful followers, but everybody's not following you all over the city and all over northeastern Ohio. So you have to help that band, right? So When I ask a band, I don't. Well, first of all, I never ask a band who can you bring because it's up to me to help get people in here. So I'm promoting my reach right now is all the way on the west side. Like you have a band that's playing here, they'll come in here and go, "My God, I saw your post downtown, the west side, Lake County, Portage County, Summit County, and Cuyahoga County." So that's what you have to do. You have to venues. I want you to know that you have to help the bands sell your joint.
That's
okay,
right.
it's not just solely their job; it's your job and responsibility as well.
Amen. It can't be on the band, just on the band, you
Right.
know? And the clientele that comes in here. It's a wide demographic. You have people that are retired that come in. You have your hardworking people. You have your young people, which I'm sure, excuse me, they like both bands and DJ.
Right.
So why don't you tell me what you have throughout the week
Okay.
that offers entertainment?
Well, first of all, we start off with our bands primarily on Saturday nights. However, if the band, like for instance, I'll name one, Nightbridge, who play at the Music Box a lot. They're a Motown band. So when they come here, they want a Friday night because I guess they do the Music Box on Saturday. So we'll accommodate a band. And Friday nights, normally, our DJ dance. We call it DJ dance because you got to mix it up
Sure.
for the young people. You have your people in their 30s and 40s that come out on Friday night, but then you got to remember you have somebody turning 21 every day.
That's
so
true.
you got to have Friday and grow that base. Continue to grow your base.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that they'll switch over and they'll start listening to music. And that certain person I'll see in here when they turn 21 and we had their little party here, they're now 25 and 30 and they're here on Saturday night.
They're still here.
On Tuesday night, we have our trivia here at Chuggers. We try to do something every night. And on Wednesday night, we have karaoke with DJ Ray. And then on Thursdays, we have our Wing Day special. It's packed in here on Thursday. So if you want to have delicious wings, 40-something flavors, 9 different dry rubs, we call it our 505 after work party with DJ Jockey Joe. Both guys have been here since we've opened primarily. And so the reason we call it the 505 after work party, because we have a lot of people that'll come out on Thursdays that want to be out of here before 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. That's Friday, Saturday night when you have the young people hanging out. So we started the 505 after work party so you can come here after work, get that vibe, have the lights, the music and everything. Jockey Joe plays a variety of music from country to pop to blues to R&B to soul. And the people are out of here by 8 o'clock. And they've got that feel. They feel like we've worked all week. We got to do something.
Yeah.
And I see grandmothers in here, uncles and aunts and kids, everybody. So we try to have that feel so everybody can say, well, they got out for the weekend. Because most people want to be out of here. Everybody don't want to be out of here on Saturday and Friday and Saturday nights at 11, 12 o'clock like we used to do back
in the day.
During COVID, people got used to coming in early and leaving early.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why we start our bands at 8:30 p.m. instead of 9 like we used to and go all the way to 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
So now it's primarily like 8:30 to 11:30 and give people a chance to get out of here. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they love it like that, you know. So
I think that's
do.
important. I think
It's
that's
about
important.
accommodating you guys.
I
It's
know.
about you. Frankie was one of our main entertainers here with her husband.
Yeah, the contradiction. Yeah.
That's the contradiction.
Yeah.
And her daughter on drums, Ruby,
Yeah. Yeah.
And I used to tell her all the time, she called it, and her brother called it presence.
Yep. Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
They draw you in. There are a lot of bands. We have more bands than we have dates here at Chuggers. So it's hard to try to fit everybody in. So you have to sit down and analyze it and look at it. And then I ask people, just send us what you have. Don't just come in and give me a little scrap of paper where you got your name on it and everything. Because I got to do my little background or back work to make sure you're a fit here at Chuggers. We have country, we have pop, we have blues, we have dance, you name it, we've got it. And we can only fit in so many people. She did classic rock, and they had such a magnetic presence that would draw you in. They every time they performed here with John Doe as their opener, they would do a duet kind of act. People are no longer sitting. People are fighting to get chairs when they first come in here. And I says, when the show starts at about 30 minutes in, there'll be so many places to sit because everybody is drawn to the floor.
Yeah.
It was magnetic.
Yeah.
I would be standing out in the middle of the floor just watching Frankie do
You
her
would
thing.
too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you would.
That's what you need. If you want to get in anywhere, not just at Chuggers, you have to sell yourself. And I mean, not just by social media. You have to be good and everything. Don't ever let grandma go somewhere to see you, make a video of you, and you take that and put it online. Because people can't drive around anymore like to Parma or North Royal to hear your band. So they're going to social media. And if it's shaky and if it's foggy and things like that, make sure that you're putting your best foot forward out there so the band can hear it and want to do business with you.
Sure.
Basically, want to do business with you. So your pictures also, make sure you have a picture of every band, because what I do, I'll go on your site and just try to find pictures of everybody and I do all that extra work.
Yeah, he does it all.
I do it all. I promote you. I find pictures of your band. I find your music. I do all the clippings of your music because I want you to sound good. So I'll have something to promote to get people in here for you. And my thing is to grow your band so that not only people know you in the local area where you are, but throughout Northeastern Ohio. So if I can help you, help us. That's what I do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's nice that you were in a band and you've done this before. You know the work that goes in. You know the frustration of a venue that doesn't do anything but put your name on a chalkboard,
Right.
you know, at the end of the week or something like that. So really, when you're booking at Chuggers, you're actually helping to elevate your band. And there's a few other places that have bands in this area. So a lot of times you can invite those people to come down and see you and maybe get booked at those places as
Right.
well. But it's worth its weight in gold
Yeah.
to have the entertainment director do that work. It's not just for the bands though, it's for the
Right.
venue too.
You know, back in the day, they would say to our band, they would say, bring us a flyer, you know what I mean, to put up and everything. That's great if you can do that. Not bring one now today. All you do is send it to us and everything, and I'll print it out and put it everywhere. And if I don't have a nice picture that I think is promotable of you guys, your band and everything, I'll go and make my own. I'll take your pictures and everything, cut and everything, run over to Staples and print them out and put them up for you.
Yeah.
Because, see, it's very important that people want to come and see you that've never heard you before and everything. And people aren't going to follow you all over.
That's true.
We all have lives and everything.
Yeah.
So it's up to those different venues that you go at to also help you, like we said before, you know what I mean?
Sure.
To make sure that we're helping you grow so that you'll want to come back here again, you know. And also, for the venues that can afford it and that can do that, if you can help the bands provide sound, you know, put your own sound in.
Yeah.
First of all, you can work a deal with them because they don't have to bring in all those speakers because we did it.
Yeah.
We used to drag that stuff in. That was the hardest part of our band and
Yeah.
everything at the end of the night.
Yeah.
When you performed and you sang all night, and then at the end of the night, you got to break everything down and carry that stuff out of there. So you don't have to do that at Chuggers.
Yeah.
You just come on in here. You've got your personal mic. I have, you know, we always have our own personal
That's right.
mic.
Yes, we
You know,
do.
But we got mics, we got cords, we've got speakers, we've got everything. You need nothing but your own rig, and I ain't supplying your guitars and your drums. You know.
But there's a sound man.
And
You've
we've
got a
got
sound
our
man.
own sound guy. We've had Chuck Cooper for the last 13 years. He's out on maternity leave right now. But we also have Dave Rumbaugh. We have other guys that we bring in. So we have sound guys, and they're good ones. Trust me. Because I know a sound guy can make you sound good, or a sound guy can
ruin your night.
Ruin your night. And you see the look on people's face and they're going,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure we got the best for you, man. And Chuggers is the place to be.
It is.
And I'm not kidding. In the last 13 years, we have a following on our we got 3 social media pages. We have our Chuggers site for the restaurant. We have our Chuggers Live music page, and we have our Chuggers sports page. And all together, it's about 15,000 people that see your band coming here. Now, you may not think that's a lot, but 15,000 people. And remember, the people that we have that see your site, they have friends. So that grows. I'm serious. And with my connections, we tried to do the math one time for all the sites I'm connected to. It was close to, a friend of mine did it for me because he do analytics and stuff, about 85,000 people a week.
Wow.
So that's why when your band, Blow Joe or whoever it is, everybody knows who they are by the time they play here. Because leading up to your show here, I put it out there, and beat it up. I know I get on some people's nerves doing that, but it helps the act.
It does.
It helps the band.
It really does.
It really
and
does.
I mentioned earlier in the video, the central location of Streetsboro is a bonus for you musicians. Youngstown, Cleveland, Akron, Kent, we're talking about, and even Canton is not that far away because you're jumping on a freeway and it's dumping you in Streetsboro. So if you want to get away from your normal 20-minute, radius from where you're at or whatever, Streetsboro's the place to come to. It's easy on, easy off, and the maneuvering around here is very simple.
Right here.
Chance, it is wonderful talking to you. I mean, this guy is just worth his weight in gold. Christy's got herself quite the guy in charge here. And I'll tell them again where they can go to submit if they would like to play there. Please tell us again.
We go to, if you want to send something in and try to reach out to us to get in, we still have some dates available. As a matter of fact, the whole month of August is available. We don't book bands in July, and the reason that is we've got maybe one that's coming in July, but for the most part, we don't book bands in July because it's a waste of money, we think, because you have so many festivals. A lot of people get married, you have bonfires, and you have 4th of July, and you have all these festivals and outdoor events that we say, well, what we'll do is we'll just do something special like lights parties, or we do the neon stuff or dance parties and stuff in July, but we start again in August. Now, we've still got the whole month of August to book if you're interested. If you're a band, if you haven't booked up for August, get in touch with me and we can see if we can bring you in August, and then we still got the rest of the year, September, October, November, December, dates still available. So reach out to me at our Chuggers site. Just type in Chuggers, you can do that, or if you're in the neighborhood, you can pop in. You can leave me a little something and I'll do my homework, like I said, and make sure I find out, and I'll reach out to you, you know what I mean, and let you know whether or not we can use you or not. Now before, and we had cancellations all the time because you guys know bands break up all the time. We have that music stuff going on. And so I'll get on that list over there and say, and I've done that a lot. I'll look on there and go, well, wait a minute, let me pull this list out. And I'm looking, I'm going, boom, hey, let's see what these guys can do it. So we have our list, and we'll try to get you in here because I was once like that, knocking on doors too, trying to get in. I didn't have a press kit, none of that stuff. When you're starting off, you don't have that stuff.
That's right.
But listen, man, if you sound good, what's important to me as a former lead singer, I didn't play an instrument. This was my instrument, right? So you got to be able to sing. Because listen, you may have a badass guitar player or bass player and drummer, but that person with that mic in their face all night long, that's what's bringing the people and keeping them there.
True.
Not back there, you can be ripping it up. But if that person, male or female, can't sing, you lose the people, man. So make sure you got a good singer. You ain't got to be the best singer, but you got to carry that band.
That's right.
'Cause that's important here at Chuggers. That music, vocals.
That's true.
Those vocals got to be good, you know?
You're right. Chance, I want to thank you for hanging out with me all this time and giving us this great information about Chuggers. It was great to see you again.
And I want to thank her for starting this forum where she's going to be coming around to different venues, talking to different bands, getting you out there and everything. What's the name of it again?
Backline EQ. We want to see you on Backline EQ.
Backline EQ. Thank you, guys.
We'll see you at the next gig.
Okay.
Thanks, Chance. And there you have it. That was Chance, entertainment director here at Chuggers. he gave you so much information and advice for those of you that are coming up to get into Chuggers and or anywhere really. But what he did do is let you know how to go about getting in here, because it really is a premier spot in Portage County. So take that as you will. And for those of you that have experience, that may have played at Chuggers before, drop your comments in the comments and let us know what your experience was. In the meantime, I am the F-Bomb with Backline EQ, and I'm going to see you at the next gig. Take care now. This is the F-Bomb reminding you that you're never too old for rock and roll. So don't stop rocking, keep on rolling, and join me at the next gig here on Backline EQ.